next week at the bank. Joining me now is First Coast Sports analyst James Coleman, who watched the ball game from the bank today. James, let's start with Blake Bortles, and boy, did he bring his A game.
Man, Blake looked amazing. Like, he just came out there real comfortable. When you think with Leonard Fournette not being there, they're going to try to give him a pitch count, but he threw over that 35 pass mark, and it looked real good. And also, man, we got some wide receivers, young receiver core that you could build. And man, if they keep doing this, you'll be excited about them just like you're excited about our secondary.
And speaking of those wide receivers, we can stay with this video, shall we? Dede Westbrook and Keelan Cole, they look to be coming into their own.
Right, you can see that second year definitely kind of coming in. Keelan Cole building on what he did last year. Dede Westbrook also being able to be that go-to threat. But even DJ Chark got involved a little bit, and I like what they did with the running backs in the passing game. You don't have that guy that's feared as a rusher, but you're able to get them the ball in multiple different ways. I'm okay with him going over 35 yards because there was a lot of swing routes, a lot of getting the running backs active in the backfield. Man, the Jaguars' offense actually looked on point.
And Blake Bortles, when he had to today, he looked spectacular. He picked up some critical first downs with his legs. Now, at the start, before this game even started, my friend, many people said that this was a statement game for our Jacksonville Jaguars. If that is true, what statement did they make?
Well, the statement that they made is they put the NFL on notice that they are one of the teams that you have to be able to watch out for. They were already top 5 in the Power 5 rankings. This should probably move them up to the top 3, with Philly losing to Tampa and New England losing to them. It goes back to last season, the last playoffs, where you saw the referees kind of took the game from them. They didn't put the game in the referees' hands. They did what dominant teams do. They made it about them, and they went out and took the victory.
And you had to like what you saw from the Jaguars. Unlike that AFC Championship game in the second half, James, they were definitely aggressive. Now let's turn to the defensive side of the ball. Dante Fowler Jr., as you know, he has had his fair share of troubles. Fowler, if you watched us earlier this week, was talking about he's thankful for the opportunity. He's going to capitalize on this opportunity. He has to protect his last name because he was raised by a good family. But he made a big play when it mattered most.
And that's what he has to do. This is his year. This is his statement year. The Jags got to figure out what they want to do with him, or in free agency, he's got to go make his money. So what he's doing right now is showing that he can be a starter and that he can earn that starter check. And when it comes time to it, he can make a big play just like Yannick Ngakoue, just like Calais Campbell, just like Malik Jackson. And that's what he has to consistently do. If you're able to do that, man, the Jaguars are going to be dominant.
Now, we were told at the beginning of this ball game that Rob Gronkowski should have a big game against this Jaguars defense. Unfortunately, today, for all Pats fans, he was a non-factor.
Yeah, he kind of messed up my fantasy football team, but it's all good. I'm happy with the Jaguars win. What Gronkowski did was he got confused. They put multiple looks on him, linebacker, Jalen, safety over the top, double coverage. They took him completely out of the game, and that's something that very few teams have been able to do.
All right, now, next week, we got a primetime showdown at home against the Tennessee Titans, a team that we struggled against last season. But this is a new and improved Jags team.
Yeah, they're going to fold the offensive line, and that's what the defense is going to do. And then if Fournette's back or if he's not back, that just gives their defensive coordinator a lot more that he has to pay attention to. He's got to figure out if Blake is going to be able to connect it. Are these wide receivers for real? Is the running game? And then offensively, what are you going to do? The Titans don't have a good wide receiver like that. Delaney Walker's really banged up and he's hurt. I don't think he's going to play. And is it going to be Blaine Gabbert or is it going to be Marcus Mariota? Either way, it doesn't matter.
So you believe that Blake Bortles and the offense, with or without Leonard Fournette, they're going to just build on today's win?
They could beat you either way. Blake has proven that he can beat you with his arm, or they can beat you the way that they would like to do. Play ball control, run the ball and allow your defense to do what they need to do. Or Blake can come out there and light you up with 40-plus passes.
All right, James Coleman, I like the look tonight. No tie pocket, square on the same accord. We thank you for your insight, my friend. All right, let's talk some more football, shall we? Andrew Luck and the Colts in the nation's